I'd like you to imagine that you're at bat. You're in the batter's box. You've got a bat in your hands. But this is no ordinary game. And this is no ordinary team. You're playing for the New York Yankees, and it's the end of the season. It's the postseason. It's 1996, and it's Game 1 of the ALCS versus the Baltimore Orioles. We're in extra innings. It's the bottom of the 11th. The game is tied, and you're up first. There's 50,000 screaming fans in the stadium. Imagine, and you were one of them. Imagine what would be going on if you were in that batter's box. I would bet that some of you might feel a little nervous, perhaps.
Just a little. A little nervous.
Or maybe you're not at Yankee Stadium. Maybe you're Paul Simon, about to take the stage in Central Park and perform in front of 500,000 people. We talked to Paul about this. He actually wrote the foreword to our book, and we know what was going through his mind. The interesting fact is that while most of us would be nervous in that moment, we'd have butterflies. The exact opposite is true of elite athletes and musicians. And what Bernie experienced in that moment, and in case you don't remember, he hit the home run to win the game.
I do remember that.
But we talk about this in depth in the book. Maybe you could just take us through what was going on in your mind in the outfield at the top of the 11th, and then at
I mean, it was. I don't think I had time to feel nervous. I think during the course of the game, everything that transpired, Derek hitting that ball and tying the game up, and all the incident, with it was Jeffrey Mayer. Everything was sort of weird, but we had to keep the game going. And the game was tied, and I knew that I was out playing outfield the inning before. I'm starting to picture the situation in my mind and saying, this is what could happen. And I think that was probably part of the things, a lot of the, part of my preparation, mental preparation, during the course of a lot of games. You try to anticipate the moment before it actually happens, so it doesn't take you by surprise when you're in it. So to me, that was one of those times that I was able to sort of envision, if you will, the possibility of me being the hero of the game. And you have to picture yourself being in that moment. To me, it really worked, because I started, not that I wasn't aware of what I was doing in the outfield. I still had the front of my mind, really focus on the game, while it was going on. But in the back of my mind, I was thinking, you know what? You're going to lead off this inning. I mean, if the game's still tied up, you're going to lead off the inning, that next inning, and you have a chance to be a hero of this game. So you better prepare yourself. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking this. Well, in the meantime, I'm just, it's two, and then I walk a little bit, and I'm like, So as the inning ends and I'm running into the dugout, the situation is already set up for me, and I'm already planned out in my head. You got to have a good at bat. Don't think about home run. Don't think about anything else. Just to get on base, have a quality at bat. If you score, your run is going to win the game. So that was all that I was thinking. When the bat came and I started hitting, I'm facing Randy. For some reason, I just developed this awareness of everything. It was like we call it the Matrix moment in the book, in which you actually put everything together, or your focus, or your concentration, everything, all your experience, and nothing really mattered, and the game kind of stopped. It's like everything else is like out of focus, and only the pitcher is in focus to me. And when he's pitching, you see the ball coming in, and it's almost like the game slows down. It's like slow motion. And that, that pitch, that's how I felt. You know, I saw the pitch, I knew that I had to hit it, at least try to stay up the middle, because I was just, you know, very pumped up and very, you know, like really trying to hit the ball out. I really had to put myself, you know, in check and say, stay within yourself, you know, and try to hit the ball up the middle. Have an aggressive swing, but just try to hit the ball up the middle. And I ended up just pulling that ball straight out, you know, to the upper deck, and everything else, you know, was just too quick after that. I don't remember much of it after. You know, I remember running the bases, and I don't remember even stepping on the bases. I remember, you know, just going like, whoa, that just really happened. And yeah, that was just a great moment in my career.